Let's make some sourdough bread. This is a brand new starter and I've never made a starter that is only 12 days old into a loaf. So I don't actually know what is going to happen. And so we're gonna learn together. I'm gonna add in 100 grams of starter. So I'm just gonna dump the excess discard into here and save a little bit of starter for future feedings just to keep this starter going. This is gonna be used for discard baking. I'm actually gonna make crackers with these in another video, so you can come back for that. Zero out your skills so you don't have to do any math on top of all of this. And I'm gonna add in 700 grams of lukewarm water. Remove it from the scale to mix. I'm just gonna use a wire whisk to do that. Back on the scale, we're gonna add in the flour. That is going to be 1,000 grams of bread flour. So get your flour, and I'm actually gonna put this on the floor. I'm doing this today for you so that you don't have to waste ingredients in case it's not ready. And 20 grams of salt. I'm gonna switch to a wooden spoon to stir it. This is what your dough will look like as you mix it. It's starting to look really dry. And kind of the ironic rule about sourdough is it's easier to work with when your hands are wet. So I'm just kind of pushing it together, grabbing pieces from the bottom. Now you just want to cover it. So what we're gonna do is let this sit on the counter. You want to wait 1 hour. That is when we're going to be performing our stretch and folds, and I'll show you what that looks like when I come back. All right, it's been about 2 hours, and I'm going to do the first series of stretch and fold. You're going to grab it from one side, pull it, and you're going to gently stretch it, and then place it down like that. Quarter turn, grab it again, pull it, and you're really trying to stretch it and fold it. Do this a total of 6 to 8 turns. Then you just want to cover it back up and let it set for 30 minutes, and then we're going to do another set of stretch and folds. All right, just took a shower, and now I'm going to perform the second set of stretch and folds. As you can see, it's already looking a lot smoother than it did earlier, and it should be very nice and stretchy. The cover back on. I'm gonna set this on the counter for another 30 minutes. Now I'm gonna do 2 sets of something called a coil fold. So that's a little bit different. With clean, wet hands, I'm going to just grab it on either side, go to the very bottom, and I'm gonna gently pull it up and then drop it like that. And then I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees and do it again, and see how smooth it immediately becomes. You're gonna cover this for another 30 minutes. I'm now gonna do the last set of coil folds, and it's gotten nice and stretchy again. That is what the surface of your dough should look. I generally like to let it sit for about 6 hours. You want it to get to about somewhere between like 50 to 75% bigger. I will see you back in about 2 hours to check on the sourdough.